Today is a happy day. We are here because of a partnership between UNICEF, Momentum Insure, involving the Department of Social Development. We are celebrating the Safe Park out here at Klipspruit in Soweto, where children come for recreation and they come for learning. It is a safe haven for children, especially the most vulnerable. So safe parks have their origin in the HIV response. That's when safe parks were established to respond to the HIV crisis. Today, we have new crises, including the ongoing crisis of HIV. It's not yet over. So this particular safe park is addressing vulnerable children, vulnerable to HIV, vulnerable to violence, vulnerable to poverty, as well as vulnerable to COVID. And so it is a center where children from a very young age get to come and spend time in a safe environment. But we also have the older children, the adolescents, who also come to this place and they're able to interact with young people as well as to learn and do their homework and to get a meal. So these are the services that they get to have when they come to a center such as this one. This particular center is supported by Momentum Insurance in partnership with UNICEF and the Department of Social Development. It is in a deprived community as well as very close to a community that is not very safe. And so we are very proud of this center because working together in partnership, we are providing a safe haven for children. We are making sure that the children who come here are able to reach their full potential. And that is so important because these are the future leaders. These are the future business people, the entrepreneurs who are going to take South Africa to the next 50 years.
It was started in the year 2000, and prior to that it was just a feeding scheme, and from 2000 the Department of Social Development invited us to start with the HIV and AIDS. At the time there was a stigma and people didn't want to disclose, and therefore, for people like us who've been working in the community before then, we were the first people to be called in. It was publicly advertised, but we were very quick to go now that we knew something about community-based work. Yeah, and the community itself was struggling. Many people were unemployed, and we had no much idea about HIV and AIDS at the time, and it was out there, but we had no idea about the research and what was found to be happening when you are infected. We knew about when you are affected as a child and as a family member, that we were aware of because those were the people that were mainly taken care of. And when DSD, the Department of Social Development, came to us, we went to their information session. When they came back to us for the site visit and checking, they then gave us what scope we should be looking at. And since then we've been looking beyond their scope because the work is huge. We are humbled at the same time for the fact that had our work not have spoken for itself, I should say we should thank Department of Social Development for making sure that each and every organization is doing work at the right time and the right work and producing what they expect of us. And as a result, we were able to be one of those that were seen to be doing something in the community, making an impact, and the children's lives changing you know, and they don't change overnight, okay? But at the end, children come back with good results. Others end at universities, others graduate, others you find that those that cannot go anywhere, we absorb them back to the organization with their matric, and once they start working here, they start studying with UNISA again, and the department helps us with trainings, you know, like child and youth care training. They do those trainings and children become better people.
I grew up here at the Safe Park, young as the age of 15 years. I lost my parents 2003 and the following year my mother 2004. It was not easy at all because I became a child-headed household at a young age. I had to take care of my other siblings. So today is a special day for me, knowing that I have grown from who I was till today. I'm different from where I was. I wish, you know, if they say people can rise from the dead and see where I am today. I really thank you guys for coming here and taking my story. The love that I got here made me not to scatter around from the street. You know, as an orphan, you think maybe like you throw yourself to men, to all the sugar daddies. So for me, it was not like that because I get the love that I needed from the Safe Park.
So I think the first important thing for us is, you know, for a business in the long run to be successful, there must be a society and there must be a community. So we cannot be a successful business if we don't play a constructive role in our society. So when we thought about it, we thought, how do we make the purpose of our business something that's real and practical? Now our purpose is to keep what matters most to the people in South Africa safe so they have freedom to live. And that purpose revolves around safety. And when we thought about safety, we said safety obviously has a physical sort of component. We're concerned about people's cars and their houses, but there's also an emotional component which deals with psychological safety. So we wanted to focus our efforts on that. And when we think about our country, we think about high levels of poverty, inequality, high unemployment, high crime. Our children are often the ones who bear the brunt of that the most. So if we want to make a difference, why not focus on, you know, our children, and why not focus our efforts on translating emotional safety into something which makes a difference in the lives of children. And therefore, when we started engaging this program of UNICEF, where they have more than 400 safe parks in the country, was an obvious thing for us to think about, and we are just thankful that they considered us also, I think, worthwhile as a partner, because it's an established program with a great track record of success, and it's helped us to slot in and provide them with the support that they may have needed, and for them to take this program from strength to strength.
For more stories like these, go to www.social-tv.co.za, subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on our social mediums.